That's their source, and they put it in the fucking section. So you mean a man wouldn't have changed anything? Man, I tell you, doing this shit is easy as fuck. All I gotta do is go check out Joe Biden's fucking Twitter account, and the video writes itself. Let's check out what's up. A few days ago, there's a school shooting, and I'm like, oh shit, did I miss that a school shooting happened? Yeah, one student was killed, several wounded. So this would obviously not be included in the mass shooting numbers, as you have to have 4 people die, except they're going to, because more than 4 people were injured. So one student was killed, I think, 4 students and 1 school administrator were wounded. And I didn't even get past the second bullet point, because right here it read, the 5 people wounded include 4 students and 1 school administrator, official said. The attack was the 2nd school shooting of the year with a link, according to CNN analysis. Alright, well, let's see what this probably CNN analysis is. Alright, the link goes right to the exact same article, and there's the link again. Let's try it again. Same exact article. It's not an actual link to any analysis. Alright, let's move on. It was also one of at least 4 mass shootings that have unfolded in the United States in 2024, according to the Gun Violence Archive. Alright, well, let's click that. Gun Violence Archive. Okay, we have a 10-year review. 2024. Okay, evidence-based research. Since 2013, mass shootings, 12. And that is a number of incidents reported and verified. Mass murders, 1. And that is based on incidents reported and verified. Published January 15th. Okay, so it says 12. Ooh, we can click it. Hey, what do you know? It brought me right to the thing that I saw before. Ooh, is this the list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, no. 1, 2, 22 school shootings. So this is saying that there's 22 mass shootings in 2024. 1, 2, 11, 12. 12 mass shootings. California, Compton, really? January 11th. Victims killed, 0. Victims injured. Suspects killed. I'm sick, ignore that. Suspects injured. So the lowest amount is like this, where it's 3 and 1 or 4 and 0. So it's 4 or more victims injured or killed is their definition. So I wonder why that says 2 victims killed and 5 injured when this says that a 6th grade student, the shooter, 17, killed a 6th grader and wounded 5 people. The shooter is also dead. Did they count the fucking shooter as a victim in this? Hold on. Perry, Iowa. Victims killed, 2. Are you fucking shitting me? It says suspects killed, 1. Hold on. Let's check out, because this says, this is the only other one with suspects killed, 1. And it has 4 victims killed. So Texas, 4 adults, child dead in shooting believed to be domestic violence. Believed to be domestic violence. 4 adults, child dead in shooting believed to be domestic violence related. 4 adults and a child are dead after a shooting in Fort Bend County. Authorities said it appeared to be a case of domestic violence. The Fort Bend County Sheriff's Office. 17,000 block of Cornell Lane. 17,000 Cornell Lane. It says 4 victims killed, 1 suspect killed. So did they commit? 4 adults and 1 child died. No threat to the public. The people were injured. They also said the shooter is among the dead. So yeah, 4 adults and 1 child died. Okay, so my question is, if 4 adults and 1 child, obviously the child probably wasn't the domestic violence shooter. Also, mass shootings are involving domestic violence incidents, not people going out into public and shooting up the place trying to cause as much damage as possible. There's a discrepancy there. That should be its own stat. But they just categorize it as mass shootings because 4 people were killed. It looks like the suspect committed. But that's mass shootings in 2024. And there's a number that's higher than the mass shootings in 2024, and that's school shootings. And if we just include the long list of 22 school shootings that somehow aren't on the list of mass shootings, and I, no shit, picked one at random, because I saw, they have the Iowa, Perry Middle and High School, where they have 2 dead, 5 injured, which I don't know why it says 2 dead, but maybe I'll figure that out later. Or you can put in the comments why there's an extra dead. The victim, in addition to the 6th grade student that was killed, 5 other people were wounded and are being treated. This includes 4 students and 1 school administrator, according to the official. One of the victims is in critical but non-life-threatening condition, and the other 4 are in stable condition. The shooter, I'm not fucking showing that shit, who was a student at the high school, said the shooter was located with a self-inflicted gunshot wound and was armed with a pump-action shotgun and a small-caliber handgun. The gunman had also made a number of social media posts around the time of the shooting. Okay, so this school shooting where we need to ban the AR-15s.
We still need to ban, in my view, AR-15 firearms.
Which is what started me on this.
We have to ban assault weapons. I did it once before, and I'm going to come back again and do it.
And now you're telling me that he was armed with a pump-action shotgun, so not an assault weapon, and a small caliber handgun, also not an assault weapon. So an assault weapons ban would have done jack shit for this shooting. The gunman also made a known or social media post around the time of the shooting. Yeah, whatever. Explosive device. During a search of the high school, officers found an IED. The state fire marshal and the ATF officials rendered it safe. Authorities were notified of the active shooter before school started and arrived at the scene within 7 minutes. More suits at the facility. Faculty were sheltering in place or running from the school when officers entered. Adding, the shooting was contained in the high school. Iowa governor thanked law enforcement and first responders for their fast response, saying their actions saved lives. Yeah, imagine if that school administrator could have defended those kids. Probably would have saved even more. Prairie High School shooting is the second on school grounds across the U.S. in 2024, according to CNN analysis. All right, well, before we get into CNN's analysis, let's check out what the Gun Violence Archive says. So, I no shit picked one at random. Hey everyone, side note, I was a little confused when I was first recording this and accidentally ended up finding a 2023 school shooting, and that's what kicked off this whole thing. Turns out, while I did not notice that it was in 2023, stupid move on me, the fucking Gun Violence Archive under school shootings still fucking includes this goddamn incident. Danvers, Massachusetts, May 22nd, 2023, St. John's Preparatory School. 0 victims killed, 0 victims injured. All right? 0 suspects killed, 0 suspects injured, 0 suspects arrested at a fucking school shooting? How is that in 2023 a school shooting happened? Because there was a fucking swatting incident and a police officer accidentally fired his gun. Earlier this afternoon, there was a report of an active shooter on campus. Danvers and state police reported to the campus, and the school entered an enhanced lockdown protocol. We believe that St. John's was the victim of a swatting call. Everyone is safe. There have been no injuries, and police are currently clearing campus buildings as we account for all students. A Danvers police officer's gun accidentally went off as law enforcement cleared the locked down school, prompting an elevated response since gunfire was heard, officials said. I'm not even fucking shitting you. There was a swatting incident, and one of the responding officers' guns accidentally went off, and fucking Gun Violence Archive actually fucking included it in their fucking school shootings report. And the fucking thing that it goes to when you click on their source, immediately, police. Officer's gun accidentally goes off during response to swatting call. That's their source, and they put it in the fucking school shooting section. Are you... This is why I don't fucking trust Gun Violence Archive. Anyway, on with the rest of the video. Bro, it's even worse than I thought, so I fucked up the first one, finding a different article. But look at this shit. School shootings. Snowden International School. Picked one at random, okay? Boston, Massachusetts, on Newbury Street. So I looked it up. NBC Boston. Student found with loaded gun at Boston High School, police say. Doesn't sound like a school shooting to me. Published January 3rd, 2024. This says the Boston incident, January 3rd, 2024. 0 injured. 0 killed. 1 suspect arrested. Oh, view incident source. Motherfucker. Gun Violence Archive. Type. Subject, suspect, age 15, group teen, gender male, status. Unharmed, arrested. Incident characteristics. Non-shooting incident. School incident. Gun at school. No death or injury. Elementary/secondary school. How the fuck can Gun Violence Archive, in their school shootings category, school shootings, put a, as they call, non-shooting incident into that category? Let's read on what it was. Maybe he, pulled it on someone. Doesn't sound that way with the headline, but let's read more. A student was found with a loaded gun at a high school in Boston's Back Bay on Wednesday, officials said. Snowden International School was locked down for about an hour after the student was found with a gun on school property. The head of school said in a letter to the community. No one was hurt. Boston police confirmed arresting a 15-year-old boy with a gun in his backpack in the area of 150 Newbury Street after being called about 11:45 a.m. I'm sick, so forgive me. Staff met officers and said they'd been told a student could have a gun, then found one inside the backpack. So detectives found the gun. Oh no, detectives found the gun was made by Taurus and had 10 rounds in the magazine. So you mean a mag capacity ban wouldn't have changed anything? Alright, let's continue. Been identified, faces several firearm charges over the incident. He's expected to face them in Boston Juvenile District Court. The student will also face discipline through Boston Public Schools Code of Conduct. Raquel Martinez, the head of school at Snowden, said in a letter to families, I commend those who immediately reported the firearm to a trusted adult and are grateful to school staff, safety specialists, and BPD officers who followed all of our safety protocols and helped manage through a challenging moment, she said. The lockdown took about an hour and police swept the school with police dogs. And that's it. A kid told a teacher that another student might have a gun. It sounds like the faculty then found the firearm, and then police were called, and the police were like, yep, like, kid's going away. It doesn't say intention, so we don't know, like, you know, if he was planning on pulling it out, or if it was an accidental thing, or if he had it there for, like, self-protection. You know, I don't know. What was that, There's some video I saw. Oh no, it wasn't even a video. It was fucking Lil Wayne. Alright? Lil Wayne. I don't know what this situation exactly is about. I don't know why the kid had the gun in his backpack. Was that where it was? Yeah, Boston police confirmed arresting a 15-year-old boy with a gun in his backpack. Okay, yeah. So I don't know what his situation is. But let me show you something.
And in fact, Wayne was an honor student.
Oh, nothing less.
Huh? Yeah. In high school, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you ever regret not finishing high school?
Not at all.
No? Really?
It was my mom's idea.
To quit school?
Yeah, I had an album out. I was platinum already, thank God. And I was still trying to go to regular public school. And she saw me getting ready for school one day. And she saw me putting my gun in my backpack. And she said, you gotta bring that to school with you? And I remember I asked, I said, you don't want me to bring it? I remember she looked, she thought about it, she said, I do. So I put it back in my bag. She's like, you're right, because she bought it for me. And she was like, you do need it. And so it wasn't 2 minutes later, she walked back to my room and said, you don't go to school no more. You're getting a GED. And I was like, okay.
Now, why the fuck was Lil Wayne putting a gun in his backpack? Well, I'm pretty sure it was for self-protection because of where he lived. Now, again, I don't know why this student had a gun in his backpack, but this does not say why. It could be that he had the gun in the backpack for the same reason Lil Wayne had a gun in his backpack. Kid's parent could have bought it for him. I don't know. Yeah, it seems like we don't have any information on it. Age 15. They're putting it in here. Gender male. Status unharmed, arrested. Non-shooting incident. School incident. Gun at school, no death injury. Note, staff found Taurus firearm with 10 rounds in the magazine after searching the suspected student's backpack. Guns involved. 1. Type 9mm. Sources. Oh, they have this. How nice. Student arrested after staff find local gun at Newbury Street School. 15-year-old was arrested for bringing a gun to school. School staff became aware of a potential gun on campus. The boy was arrested and charged with delinquent to wit, unlawful possession of a firearm. Delinquent to wit, unlawful possession of ammunition. Delinquent to wit, unlawful possession of a large capacity feeding device. And unlawful possession of a firearm on grounds of school. Hold up. Boston. It's a 10-round mag. Hold up. Boston. This is the shit we got in California. The fuck you mean? Can legally possess a pistol that holds more than 10 rounds. No, it's illegal to possess a large capacity feeding device. What's considered? Large capacity feeding device refers to a magazine, belt, drum, similar device capable of accepting more than 10 rounds of ammunition. What? Yeah, exemptions for law enforcement, military personnel, and licensed firearm dealers, and other authorized individuals who require that for their duties. Hold on. The fuck? Found a Taurus firearm with 10 rounds in the magazine. 10 rounds in the magazine. If it's more than 10 rounds, then it's a large capacity feeding device. That's a bullshit fucking charge right there. I'm gonna say that right now. Yo, spread this. Send this fucking video to someone, because that's fucking bullshit, man. If the law says 10 rounds, and look, there's a whole bunch of other shit that he did that was illegal, but unlawful possession of a large capacity feeding device when it's not a large capacity feeding device, according to your own fucking laws, capable of accepting more than 10 rounds of ammunition, which means 10 round magazines are the fucking limit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're not even all the same. The only way that would make sense is if he had a fucking large capacity magazine, but then only put 10 rounds in it, which just seems fucking stupid. Like, if you have the magazine, they're gonna get you on the magazine, so fill her up. Like, there's no fucking reason to have only 10 rounds in a more than 10 round magazine. Also looks like there's a fucking laser on it, but whatever. This is why I don't fucking trust Gun Violence Archive's numbers, because they include this non-shooting incident where a student just had a gun in his backpack. We don't know why. And then they include that in their fucking school shooting numbers. Alright? They fucking include that in their school shooting numbers. Actually, let's look at this. Victims killed, victims injured. None, one, none, one. This one, which was Perry, and these two, Miami, Florida, and Dayton, Ohio, which were one. Fuck it, let's look into them. Actually, wait, I don't have to type it out. I can just tell you incident source. Activists react to school shooting. It's just easy for kids to get guns in Miami. A video surfaced showing students fighting before a teen pulled out a gun and fired at a 15-year-old boy. And in this, he was injured. Sources. 1 man dead in Dayton shooting near elementary school. Let's see. A local elementary school was placed on lockdown after a report of a shooting nearby. Police were dispatched to the area. John says 1 male was pronounced dead after receiving a gunshot wound. John says the identity of the man hasn't been released. The shooting happened in the parking lot near the Greater Dayton Recreation Center and Roosevelt Elementary School. A canine track are trying to locate suspects who fled the scene. John says as a precautionary measure, the school and rec center was placed in lockdown. John says no injuries were reported and everything is safe and sound there. Kids are safe. The shooting was not associated with the school or rec center in any fucking way. Quote, kids are safe. The shooting was not associated with the school or rec center in any way. All the kids are safe, thankfully. We just use this as a precautionary measure when things like this happen near a school or rec center. Meaning, like, they went into, like, lockdown or safe mode or whatever. Yeah, as a precautionary measure, the school and rec center was placed on lockdown. Quote, the shooting was not associated with the school or rec center in any way. So someone was shot, and then suspects fled. That happened near a fucking school. But it's in the fucking school shootings list. This is why I don't fucking trust Gun Violence Archive, because they put shit like school shootings, a whole bunch of shit where no one was actually fucking shot. 22 school shootings, no one was fucking shot. Mass shooting, someone obviously has to get shot in order for it to be a mass shooting. So well. But like a fucking non-shooting incident. A fucking incident that was completely unrelated to the fucking school.
Off the top at 11, shocking video capturing the moments of fight escalates to gunfire on school grounds. The shooting happened after a basketball game.
Tonight, a 15-year-old is fighting for his life. Local 10's Christian De La Rosa is live.
Like, that's the closest fucking thing to a school shooting, and there was a fight, and then a kid drew a gun on another kid. Shooting at a school? Yeah. A shooting completely unrelated to a fucking school. Not even a fucking shooting at a school. And yet there's 22 school shootings. Really? Well, I'm just gonna say, Gun Violence Archive, fuck you. Now I'm getting real warm. I'm gonna go lay back down and probably go to sleep. If you found this informative, please like the video, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and peace.